This program will focus on the safe and proper procedures for refueling with gas and diesel. When the fuel gauge indicates that your vehicle is low on fuel, approximately 1/4 of a tank, it is your responsibility to follow the safe and proper procedures for refueling. Whether you have a pumping station or rely on a fuel truck, you need to learn where refueling takes place and the hours of operation. It's very important to remember that running low on fuel can cause serious engine problems. For example, with a low fuel tank, engines run hotter due to a leaner air-fuel mixture, and that can cause engine damage. Fuel lines and filters can be clogged by dirt picked up from the bottom of the fuel tank. Air can be sucked into the diesel fuel lines that can stop the flow of fuel and make it necessary to purge the lines and reprime the fuel pump. And finally, low fuel tanks are more likely to collect condensation or moisture, which can cause fuel line freezing during cold weather. When you determine, by following local procedures or by observing the fuel gauge, that your vehicle needs refueling, drive to the designated refueling location and observe these safety precautions. Make sure that the area is well ventilated. Never refuel inside an enclosed building. Form an orderly line at the fuel tank, leaving space for a fast exit in case of fire. Set the parking brake and shut off the engine. Make sure that no smoking, flames, or sparks occur within 50 feet of the refueling operation. When you are refueling, don't pull the fuel hose too tight. It could pull out of the filler pipe and cause a spill. Avoid breathing the fumes. Never top off the tank. Overfilling can cause fuel to overflow from the tank or cause leaks in the tank or lines due to expansion in hot weather. Avoid spilling fuel on a hot engine or exhaust system. It could cause a fire. Remain with the vehicle during the entire refueling process. When moving the nozzle between the pump and the vehicle, make sure the pump is off and the nozzle is never pointed toward you or other people. Refueling is a simple activity, but it is also a potentially dangerous one. If an accident should occur, it's very important for you to know your local procedures for a fire, an explosion, or a spill. You should also know the location of a fire extinguisher, the nearest telephone, and the emergency shutoff or the fuel pump. Now, let's walk through a typical refueling operation. To begin, park the vehicle close enough to the pump so the hose will reach the fuel fill pipe. Set the parking brake and shut off the engine. Make sure the area is clear of all flammable materials. At this point, your site may require the use of a key or a credit card to activate the pumps. You may also need to ground the vehicle before proceeding. Follow your local procedure. Next, remove the fuel cap. On some vehicles, the fuel fill pipe may be located near the oil or hydraulic fluid pipes. Make sure it's the fuel cap you're removing. Select the proper fuel for the type of vehicle you are operating, gas or diesel. Using the wrong fuel or mixing fuels will cause serious engine damage. If the wrong fuel is added, do not start the engine. Call maintenance right away. To continue the refueling process, remove the nozzle from the pump, insert it into the open filler pipe, and turn on the pump. Never leave the vehicle until the refueling is completed. Most nozzles have an automatic shutoff feature which stops the flow of fuel when the tank is full. Don't add fuel after the nozzle shuts off. When the tank is full, turn the pump off and return the nozzle to the pump. Remember to keep it turned away from you and others. Replace the fuel cap, making sure it is securely fastened in place. If you misplace the fuel cap, call maintenance immediately for a replacement. Never use a rag to close the hole. Using a rag presents a serious safety hazard and can cause fuel loss due to leakage and evaporation. Inspect the area around the vehicle for leaks. If you discover a leak, report it immediately following your local procedures. Do not start the engine. Finally, complete all the paperwork required by your local procedures. This is a very important part of your vehicle's maintenance and operation records. Now you're ready to return to work. If your activity uses a tank truck for refueling, then you, the vehicle operator, should follow these steps. Park your vehicle close enough to the designated refueling location so the hose can reach. Set the parking brake and turn off the engine. Get out of the vehicle and stand a safe distance from the refueling operation. Remember, no smoking or other flammable materials are permitted within 50 feet of refueling. Always check to make sure the refueling operator pumps the correct fuel into the vehicle. When the operator gives the okay, return to your vehicle, start the engine, release the parking brake, and drive away. As we noted before, refueling is a simple procedure, but a potentially dangerous one, unless all the safety precautions are followed. Therefore, because of the potential danger, you should be very familiar with your local accident procedures. In the event of an accident, here are some general procedures to follow. In case of a fire or explosion, turn off the pump if possible. Take care of anyone who is injured. Get away from the accident location and call the fire department. In case of a fuel spill, stop the spill if possible. Call the fire department or spill team according to your local procedures. Do not move the vehicle and never wash fuel down a sewer drain. Now, let's summarize the safety precautions that are most important before, during, and after refueling your vehicle. Never refuel inside an enclosed area or building. Set the parking brake and turn off the engine. Make sure that no smoking, flames, or sparks occur within 50 feet of the refueling operation. Never overfill the vehicle. Remain with your vehicle while you refuel, and know your local fire and spill procedures. When you follow safe and proper refueling procedures, you will help prevent accidents, injuries, and unnecessary downtime. This concludes the video portion of the refueling with gas and diesel module. Good luck with the rest of the DLA operator training program.